there's like a 7-year-old walking right outside the window. And I don't want to talk really loud and like scare him, so I'm just gonna wait for him to go away. Alright, the child is left. Which is cool. Man, I'm tired. I've had a very long weekend. I'm sorry. I will talk. So we went. Sorry. We went on a 3-day trip this weekend to Unveiled Worship. It was a worship conference, and it was awesome. It was a pretty big trip though, and I'm tired, but it was so good. It was so good. There was a lot of speakers there. I didn't know about most of them beforehand. Rita Springer was the only person that I'd heard of beforehand who was there. But there was Brian Ming, Jeff Deo, Jason Upton, gonna say it wrong, but Rick Pico, something like that. I don't know. And a lot of other people. And it was really good. Steve Holt. It was great worship, great speakers. Yeah, like I have a lot to say on it, but I don't know what. Most of it's just like personal stuff with me and God, and learned a lot, kind of just about ways I was wrongly approaching life, and a bunch of stuff like that. Main takeaways are kind of like longevity is really important, because like you can go to a place like this, you can get a major high and you can ride it, but it's never going to change unless, like hard times are still going to come, so it's like when the hard times do come, you still just need to pursue it just the same. You still need to have just as much faith when things are hard as when things are easy. You just need to have a strong, what's the word? Steadfastness, and then, stick with it. Keep it going. Like the best time to read the Bible is when you don't feel like reading the Bible. It's just like best times to pray when you don't feel like praying. The best time to worship is when you don't feel like worshiping. Because it's real easy to do something when you like it. It's easy when it's giving you life, but what about when it's a sacrifice? What about when it's hard? But that's when it becomes real to you. Which is really, I feel like I recorded myself saying something like that while I was on Skyline, like 3 weeks ago. So it's kind of cool that like I was on the right track with that. But there's too much that I took away from it to say here. So, but it was really cool. I had a great time. It was just me and Curtis the whole time. So it was really cool to just hang out with him through it all. And yeah, just really excited for life right now. It may not sound like it or look like it, but I am. Yeah, because like got back last night, and then we had church this morning, and it was they put me on vocals again, which I've only been on vocals like 3 times, and I really don't feel like I have a voice, like a good voice for anything. I've been working on it for quite a while now. It's a lot better than it was, but I don't know. I've never been confident singing. But like I did it, and I was just really into it from the other things. It was great. It's like, I know I don't sound the best, but that doesn't matter when your heart's really in the right place, and when you really, you can lead just the same, even if you're not confident with it all. as long as you just go for it and you make yourself available and don't have high expectations, but at the same time not think less of yourself for it, and you just go for it, and it'll work out just fine. I'm so tired. It's Mother's Day today. Yeah. So that's good. It's been really. My mom's really great. I have one of the best moms, and I can only think. I can only imagine, like. I've never been married, but just like losing your spouse and then raising a family on your own. That's some strength right there. So I'm just really thankful for my mom. And if she's watching this, I love you. I think this is I love you. I'm not doing that. This is the wrong answer. So yeah. Man. I feel like there's anyway, yeah, so I was doing vocals, and then so it was just really easy for me, and I didn't sweat about it or feel anxious about it like the whole time that I was doing it this time, which was the first time. And then did that all I could. I went and had a couple, like, not hard conversations by any means, but just like confronted a couple people on a couple things, and it was just like cool. That went really good. I felt really confident about it. Worked on videos for a little bit. Probably gonna work on that a bit more after I'm done here. And just really enjoyed it, and like I knew how to do everything and do all the tools. It's just like it's become like aware to me that just I've grown a lot, and I'm a lot more confident in a lot of things, and like just I've grown a lot, and I'm on a good path, and I'm really happy about it. Again, it might not sound like it because I'm sorry I'm not more enthusiastic right now, but I hope the words are enthusiastic, or making up the enthusiasm that I mean for to be there. This is too serious of stuff to be talking about for my brain capacity right now, because I've done nothing but learn and try to just absorb everything I can for the past 3 days, and I haven't slept a whole lot or eaten a whole lot. I'm gonna go eat some food. I'm gonna call my mom, and I'm gonna take a nap. And then hopefully I remember everything that I was trying to say here, and I can articulate it better next time. Cool. Thanks. Yeah, roll film. So, this is the same day. This is just 5 minutes later. There we go. I got it. So, my sister left a very nice reply because I just uploaded my rebranding channel trailer. And it's very nice. She left another one that warmed my heart on my life update one. But I'm just tired right now. Okay, that's what I blame this on. The flames of my heart burn brighter than the sun. None shall dictate that which cannot be quenched. Soon the land shall grow green with crops of freedom, and daisies will spring forth from the seed, for a new season has bequeathed itself upon the unsuspecting generation. Prepare your pitchforks for the reaping of joy, and your calloused hands will find their rest. Thank you. Isn't it? I'm just really funny. That's what that means. I'm just really funny. know she's just gonna look at that and just be like, what? Why? I don't have any reason. It doesn't even mean anything. It's funny. It's funny. So, anyway. It's really funny. Next month, I have one more month to deal with this stuff. Next month, I'm finally getting my braces off. So excited about that. Yeah, and so many weddings next week, and the leaves are all green. Just everything is just really exciting and really good, and life is good. Even though things are changing and things are scary, it's still good. And I just trust God that He's gonna take care of me and show me where I need to go. You know, like, I'm not actually worried about anything. You know, just a big mystery cloud, and, you know, 3 weeks down the road of what's happening. But yeah, I think I'm probably gonna be staying around here for another year or so. Just feel like that's where I'm being called. I feel like I'm being called to work on this. Feel like I'm being called to go really just pursue my job and try and bless my job the best I can, and also just this church that I'm at, and kind of just this whole valley just needs some pouring into and some awakening. So that's what I feel like my mission is for the next year. But with that said, I feel like I can just be so open talking here, because I know it's not going to become, like, this isn't going to be coming out for like 6 months down the road probably. So yeah, and I finally like figured out why I feel like God wants me to upload these, which I'll probably put at the very beginning, I think, because I'm going to start uploading them like next week probably. So I'll probably put an intro to that in there too. But just that there's so many, like, we watch YouTube and we hear about celebrities and we see the show reel of their lives. We read a book about somebody and it's just the show reel. It's all the highlights. It's all the big moments. It's all the times that things are going good that they want people to see. And because of that, I mean, like, heck, even worship with, like, Upper Room and stuff, we get YouTube videos of their highlights of these really cool moments, and that's awesome. The thing is that what we do when we see that is we want to make our lives like that, and we think our lives should be like that every day. And whenever it's not, we feel miserable, because it's just like, oh my gosh, look, there's so many other people out there who are just so happy. Look at all these celebrities, they're so happy. Look at all these YouTubers, they're so happy. Look at all these worship moments, it's all so impactful and so awesome. It's just like, what we don't see is that celebrities just have day-to-day lives too, where they're just bored. You know, it's just, everybody has those moments where they're alone, where they're bored, where they're tired, where things aren't going great, or where things are really good but they're still sad, or just like whatever, just life is like that. And it's just, I feel like that's what I want to accomplish through specifically these vlogs. Kind of my whole channel is like a whole, but I feel like specifically through what I've been recording here is to just show people, like, the alone time of just, like, sitting here on a couch talking to a camera. That's a lot of what my life is. And that's, you know, not even the talking, like, I don't film every time I'm alone on a couch. But just, there's a lot of other times that I'm alone on a couch, not talking to a camera, but it's just all this going through my head. So it's just, I really feel like I want to show people that life is life. It's rough, and that's what we should embrace about it. Like, the great moments are awesome. Embrace them when they're happening. Live them to the fullest when they're happening. But that's not going to be all the time. And what's going to happen after that happens? What's going to happen when something bad happens to you? Because most likely it will. How are you going to deal with that? What's life supposed to be like then? You know, I just don't want people to feel discouraged over, oh, look at all these other people, they're so happy, so successful. I want to show people the down moments of, hey, life is life. It's boring sometimes, it's rough sometimes, it's good sometimes. Embrace it for what it is in that moment. And when you're single, just work on yourself. Work on becoming a good, responsible, strong man or woman. And then you'll just naturally attract people. And then when the time comes for a relationship, then embrace the relationship. And while the relationship's happening, do your best in the relationship. It's just like live in the moment. And if the relationship works out, if it doesn't matter. You'll get there when you get there. And when you get there, embrace it. Regardless of what it looks like, regardless of what it is, regardless if it's fun, regardless of if it's hard, regardless of how you feel, embrace it. And focus on Jesus through it all. If you're a Christian. If you believe that, which I do. So, yeah. That's why I want to show people through my channel. So, thanks. That's all I got. I'm actually gonna take a nap now.